going on, guys, and welcome back to Clever's Multiverse. First and foremost, I just want to wish everybody a happy new year. I hope everything's going good. This is my first video of 2025. I've had like the past 2 weeks off, and that's because your boy here got sick on New Year's Eve. I caught the flu. I've been out of it for like the past 12 days. It's been serious, man. But that's neither here nor there. But that's just why I have not been in the mix for a little bit, but I'm back and I got this new figure that I really want to get into. I had no idea that I was going to come across this guy today. So I was going through the Target website, and I do this every day when I'm at work. I just see what's going on through all the websites. This guy popped up today. So I was like, you know what? This is somebody I've been wanting to check for. Orion from the New Gods. You know, I definitely want to put him up there with my Justice League and have him there going against Darkseid. So he's somebody that I was really checking for. I didn't even know that this guy was coming out, this fast. I thought he was going to come out like February, March, or something like that. But things are starting to hit. I have the Reverse Flash coming in with Thomas Wayne. That should be in like in 2 days. And I thought that was going to be my next video. But lo and behold, here we go with Orion. So with that being said, let's see what's going on with this guy. Let's open him up. First figure of 2025. And let's see what the big deal is. And here we go with Orion fresh out the box. I mean, this figure right here, it stands out for a couple of reasons to me. And it's probably the same reason why I like this character in the first place. So when it comes to the New Gods, there's 2 characters that really caught my eye on the pages, and those are 2 characters that I figured were probably going to catch my eye when it comes to action figures, right? So Orion is one of them, and because of his whole flight thing that he got going on, I really like that. And then Mobius is the other one with the Mobius chair, right? So those are 2 characters that I was like, yo, if I ever see these guys, I'm definitely going to try to get them, right? So when I saw this guy was announced, I think at the end of last year around the Comic-Con time, I was like, yo, I definitely want to get my hands on this guy. Then he's a gold label, so I was like, damn, is he going to be that much harder to get? Luckily for me, they had 6 in stock, which means they just cracked open the box today, took the 6 out, and I think I got the first one out of them. So, I'm lucky today. 2025 is starting off great. With that being said, this is also a character that you don't really see all the time. Like the accessories, his helmet kind of looks like Peacemaker, but not really. But you know what I mean? Like it's something different. I can't tell you about body modes. I'm not the biggest DC fan. With Multiverse, you guys know how I felt about Multiverse for a long time. And if you've been watching my channel, I have been really trying to give Todd McFarlane a chance as far as DC Multiverse is concerned. And I started picking up a lot of DC directs. And, I'm trying to give him a chance. I like a lot of things he's doing, but not every character. But this one right here, I'm really feeling. So let's take a deeper look and see what's going on with this guy. One thing that I did think when I first saw him was I thought that this character was going to have a little bit more deco on him than he does right now that I'm looking at him straight up. Not that I'm pissed off about it, not that I'm, mad at all, because I'm not, But that's one thing I did notice. I thought it was a little bit plain Jane when it comes to the deco, because once you take off this little gold thing that he got going on, he kind of reminds me of like the Atom figure that I just picked up not too long ago. I didn't do a review on him or anything like that, but I did pick him up and I have him, and he kind of reminds me of him a little bit. He does have a little bit of deco over here on the head sculpt. He has a little red thing right here, a little gold trim. I like that. But as far as everything right here, I wish this would have been highlighted a little more. I don't know, just some type of color waves or something just to make it pop, stand out, even if it had different gold tones, you know what I mean? Or maybe just some black shading. Whatever the case is, it is a little plain. He doesn't come with any hands. He doesn't come with an extra head sculpt. He doesn't come with anything except the character right here. But I'm not mad at that either, because this is exactly what I'm checking for him for. Like, I'm not going to use any other hands. I'm never not going to have him without his flying gear. I'm never not going to do that, and I'm not going to have him with like an alternate head sculpt unless it was like maybe the same one with just a different expression. Looking at this now, doesn't he kind of look like Warlord Professor X? Anyway, whatever. The whole point is, what I was trying to say is that I wish it had a little bit more deco, but that's neither here nor there. I think it stands out more once we take off the gold thing, but we'll figure it out. One thing that I do like about this character is, although I'm going to have him flying, and I think that most people who may pick this up may want to have him flying or whatever the case is, there are some people who may want to have him standing. And I was like, damn, because of the stand, is it going to work? Because do I have to take off the gear to make it work? And that's not really the case, because on the bottom of the gear right here, I don't even know what to call this, on the bottom of his little flying thing, It has the holes that go straight through into his foot. So you can actually, you don't have to take this off. You don't have to sacrifice. You don't have to pick one. And I thought that was cool. And it has one on each foot. So that's something different. I think a lot of times they would have overlooked that and just left it plugged in and then only had it to use it if you wanted him to stand up without this. So I think that was pretty cool right there. When it comes to his flying gear, these little turn things right here, they twist a little bit, but not really. And, you know, you're probably not going to want to twist them too much. That's the direction they're going to go in, I guess, to propel him forward. But that's about it. The handles do go up and down, but his arm is kind of limited. Like once you put him in that L bracket right here, that's about it. He doesn't have too much flexibility. And that's pretty much going to be the pose that he's going to be in if he's using the flying gear. And this right here will be Orion without his flying mechanism. And without it, to be honest with you, this figure looks plain Jane, nothing special about it. Looks kind of lackluster, to be honest with you. He has to have like his accessory because without it, it looks kind of whack. You know, I mean, it's just my opinion by himself. Like if he came just like this, I probably wouldn't have picked him up because he just looks too plain like this. One thing that I did notice fresh out the box when I was looking at him, I was like, yo, does this Orion look kind of bow-legged? But I think that they had to do that in a way just a little bit. And if I'm not, you know, bugging out, like right here, it has like this curve going in. Has this curve going in right there. It doesn't look too bad, to be honest with you, but I can see why they needed that because when you put him on his little flight mechanism right here, it kind of goes perfect. But when I'm watching him, I'm like, yo, I couldn't help but feel like it's going out a little bit right here. Not a big deal at all, you know, because this guy is not going to be standing up, not going to be running around, anything like that. He's going to be flying. But, you know, I did peep that. So for people who are like really on it like that, that might bother you, doesn't bother me, but just thought I'd put that out there. So as I take a deeper look at his accessory right here, the one and only accessory that he comes with, you know, I'm starting to notice a couple of things. Like, you know, I really wanted this to have more, you know, deco and make things pop a little bit more. He does have some parts where it gets a little bit darker or whatever the case is, but to be honest with you, to me, it just looks a little dirty. It doesn't look like it's trying to be like a shadow or show different tones. It just looks to me like he went through the mud or whatever the case is. And for somebody that's a new god, I would want everything to be pristine and, you know, look like it's popping. He looked like he just went through the mud or whatever the case is, you know, if you ask me. Not a gripe at all, but I'm just saying, you know, that's one of the things that they could have done with this figure, especially since he just has the one accessory, no alternate hands, doesn't have anything like that. It's not a Build-A-Figure box. So, you know, they could have went a little bit more with this, but, you know, I'm not mad at it. I'm just saying that's how it could have been a little bit better. And this may be something that I might do myself. I might just go to Michael's and get something and then try to hook this up a little bit. I might buy another one because I don't want to mess up this one. But yeah, that's my only gripe, or not even gripe. That's my only opinion when it comes to the accessories for Orion. As far as the articulation on Orion, I mean, that's A1. I mean, he even has like butterfly arms and all that. And this is for a figure that is not going to need butterfly arms because he's always going to have them like gripped down, holding, you know, the handles or whatever. But, you know, he's very articulate. Not that we're going to use it, like I said, but I'm not mad at this figure at all. He does have double jointed elbows, double jointed knees. He does have the butterfly arms. One thing I don't like about the new figures that's coming out is that it has this little hole right here. And I guess this is supposed to cover it, but it just doesn't really do it too much. It's too easy for it to come out. If they could find a way to fix that, we'd be golden. Yeah, when you put it all the way down, you can always see the hole. But I mean, it's not a deal breaker at all, you know. They tried at least with this part, but it does look kind of funny when you look at it from the top down like this. But I guess, you know, not a problem with him because I'm going to have him higher rather than lower. So I guess that's not really going to affect me. You know, now that I look at this headpiece right here, they would have been better off making this little flight thing like a gold metallic. Now that would have really popped, you know? And am I the only one who's noticing that this little blue piece right here is missing? That would have been everything. If that would have been blue right there, that really pops. This little blue collar right here really pops and we're missing it. That was an oversight. They should have really touched up on that because then it would have completed the whole blue thing that we have going on, especially since it's right here on the cover and it's right here on the card. All in all, at the end of the day, man, I think this is a really great figure. Orion is a figure that I've never really seen before. I can't tell you if he was out before, like back in the days, but I've never seen him because, you know, this is part of the new 52. So as far as I'm concerned, or as far as I remember, I don't remember seeing this guy. Like, I don't remember ever seeing him. So, if I did miss him for whatever reason, that was on me. But I was definitely going to scoop this one up right here. This is something I definitely appreciate. And it works well because I'm trying to get a dark side figure that I have my eyes on. It's not a DC Multiverse figure. It's somebody else that makes it. It's really big. It's like close to $200. But I'm really checking for it. I'm really looking at it hard. And I'm thinking about getting it. And this is going to go well with that if I do get my hands on that, because I'm trying to build around the Justice League and Darkseid. So, this works for me. The more I do think about it, because sometimes I say things out loud, then I start to think about it and I'm like, yo, that's not really a bad idea. I think that I am going to move forward with trying to customize his little flight mechanism. I think a gold metallic with some shading on it would make it really pop. I think so, but it could be in my brain. I don't know. I've never done nothing like that, but I'm gonna try because I feel like on the artwork and I feel like on the card, it looks like that type of tone. It has like a gold tone to it. So now I want to bring that to life. So that's what I'm gonna try to do. But I'm gonna get another Orion just because I don't want to mess this one up. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm gonna do, and that's what it is. I mean, I like this figure. It's something new. It just came out. It's in Target right now. I picked this up today. So if you're watching this, and you like this figure, then go ahead, go on your Target website. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be there. I'm on the East Coast. I'm on Connecticut, and we're like the last ones to get anything because I feel like it starts in California and then it works its way all the way to the right, and I'm as far right as you can get. So if I got this now, it should be on your block no matter where you are in the United States. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, thanks a lot, guys, for sticking around for the review. Happy 2025 for everybody. My first video of the year, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Like I said, I do have Reverse Flash and Thomas Wayne coming in on Thursday, and I'll try to get that up Thursday, if not Friday by the latest. So with that being said, have a good one. Until next time. Peace.